how did you got discharged?
Medical discharge.
How'd that happen?
Cause I got shot. Got shot bad. I've been in the hospital for about 3 years.
Where were you raised at?
Well, I was raised around this area. St. Michael on the mountain in Fort Defiance. Yeah, I was going to school at Canal Mission. And in May, so I went to Flagstaff and went to work over there. And one evening we went to town, and me and my brother, and two Marines came in. They were Navajo, so we started talking to us. So you want to join Marines for communication? So I said, yeah. So he signed me in, and when he went to go, I said, I'll go the next 2 weeks. I said, I'll go back to Fort Defiance. He said, pick me up at Fort Defiance. So in 2 weeks, he came out and picked me up and took me to Gallup. We stayed 2 weeks in Gallup waiting for the ship out. There's 3 of us. One of my friends was Lee Bradley, and the other was Peter and I, Kate. So we waited there 2 weeks, stayed in a hotel. Finally, we went on. Got on the train, nothing but Army, new volunteers, I guess. Full train. Got to Phoenix the next morning. We ate there in the morning, and next morning we went to Marine Corp base in San Diego.
How did you get there?
On the bus, Marine Corp bus. There were a whole bunch of bus lined up at the train depot, and there we all got on. Most of the Army, they went to their base. All Marines went to the Marine base in San Diego. We trained there for about a month, and then we were sent out to Rifle Ranch. 2 weeks, I think, out in the jungle. We came back, and we went back at that again on the desert, just training. He just gave us a little to eat. Potatoes and bread, a piece of bread and a piece of meat. And we stayed there for 2 weeks. Just a little bit of water, hot. So we should go look for water every day, every evening. Let's go look for something to eat. There was a leader told us we'll go hunt. That's how we trained over there. Hardly get any food. So after we got through all that and got back again, and I was just waiting there in the barracks. And then one morning, one afternoon, one white man came in. He called my name, and he talked to me. He talked Navajo to me. He said, then we went to all that barracks. There's a lot of barracks. We got over there. There's a lot of, I don't know, about 30, 40 Navajo out there in school. We went to school to learn how to Morse code and learn how to name this and that, how to send message. It's pretty hard. So 2 months after we trained how to use the code and this Navajo code go by alphabetical order. A is ants, willet sheep. B, bear. Shush. C, cat. Mosa. so on, the dog, it shine. Then all on just different things, how you, just by the first letter of what you're supposed to send. You name the things, apple, anything, food, horses, air, like that. That's how the message was. It's pretty hard. You send the message and two guys on the other end, they pick up the message and they write it in English. And then they send it to commander. And they read it. They say it's the fastest way to use that language, that code, and Navajo Code. So they like it that way. And for the beginning, how to start it, a man, his name was Philip Johnson. He was a missionary. He was born on the Navajo reservation. His father and his mother, they were missionaries. They worked in schools. He was born and he raised among the Navajo. Is how he picked up and learned all that Navajo. Clear, just like real Navajo, the way he talks. So he's the one started.
Did you know him?
Yeah, we know him. He was with us in the base. Somehow from Marine Corp, they found out, see, how they're going to use the Navajo language in communication. So they started that way. Then those 29 platoon, they learned it and they named the things how to be called. See, go by alphabetical order. How to the airplane, boats, and all that. Boats it's not it. Then submarine is a fish, orange fish, base law, and so on like that. Airplane, and how far the enemy is like that, and what direction, all that. Then those things, they send it to the artillery, something like that, and they just way the direction, all that, how far off. So that's how they take it to artillery in the front line, the commander at the front line. So that's how they use it. They call it, or go by everything is alphabet order. You have to name the things. Apple, see, that's A. You're going to spell airplane, see? Apple, I, R, see, like that. And after that, after about maybe 2 or 3 years, they changed it to a different automatic for something. So I didn't learn that one because I wasn't early. That's how it was. That's the old one we know about, but not the new ones. So I don't know much about the new ones. They just call it straight instead of go by alphabetic and things like that. They make name for straight things, everything. So it was a lot faster that way than spelling by letter. Yeah. So I don't know much about it. It's the old one, all I know. In the Morse code, we learned that. Well, the Morse code, the whole world knows it, what the Morse code is. Not this Navajo code. Even the Navajo don't know anything about it. Yeah, don't understand the way I heard. Then it kept secret for her. After we came back, we were told to don't tell nothing, don't say nothing about it. You were code talker, see. And in the war, if you catch it by a Japanese, if the code talker been catch it, so shoot him. Shoot your own man. See, so it won't spill it. That's how it works. That's how it worked. We told like that. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing about the code talker to anybody. That's how it worked. It was undercover, kept secret in 1957. Then they uncovered it. That's how they start this Navajo Code Talker Association. That's how this Japanese guy came in. Carl Gorman picked him up on the rope. That's how he became the talker for the code talker, taking all the pieces, go everywhere. Where we go, that big parade up there somewhere, the Phoenix and here and there. He used to take all that picture. That's how all this book came out. He written this book.
You got discharged?
Medical discharge.
How'd that happen?
Cause got shot. Got shot bad. Up in the hospital for about 3 years.
Where at?
I was in the hospital when I got shot. I don't know. We stay on the beach in New Britain. Finally, the hospital, she came in. Then we got on. That's how we got on. That's when we get going to get into the hospital. The bomber came around the Japanese plane. So we were on the boat out there. Everybody took off. We just on the boat. This is a small boat, just about 2-3 of us at the time taking us to the hospital ship. They attacked the hospital ship. Yeah, then I went to U.S. Army Field Hospital in New Guinea. That's where we were. The whole bunch of rolled down under the tank. Yeah. I don't know how I had operation on about 2 times. Don't know nothing. Got hit bad over my head, my left arm, and my right leg. Almost lost my leg.
With shrapnel?
I don't know. What the way I heard, some years later, I was back in the U.S. Naval Hospital in Oakland. Then I saw one of a lieutenant there. So he's the one told me about the artillery got us. The company was wiped out. All the officers got killed. Why he told me. We had 2 captains. They both killed, and some lieutenants, and all the platoon. The company got wiped out. But I heard later, some years later, this lieutenant told me. That's why I was in the hospital. I got medical discharge. I went to Corpus Christi, Texas for another 2 years, I think, one there. Then I got discharged in 1948 from Corpus Christi, U.S. Naval Hospital. It was a big U.S. Naval base down there. That's how I was hurt. Then I'd go back to the hospital every now and then. Still go back and forth. Lately, 10 years, I got 3 operations on my leg. Then they couldn't bend my leg no more. So that's it.
When you left to go to the war, what was your family doing back home that whole time?
I don't know, they were just, my mother was working in the hospital. And just before we shipped out, my mother and my sister and my brother and my cousin, they came out. We came out to San Diego. It was a stand for about almost a week down there.
Did you write letters to them, or?
Yeah, they write letter. But overseas, we don't tell where we at. All we do is just say, I'm doing all right, that's all. It just seems like that. You don't say where you at. The address is just, or San Francisco. We write home every now and then. They used to write letter, what they call V-mail. Just write letters free. No stamp. Just write free on the envelope where you put the stamp on.
Yeah.
Free. That was it.
Wow.
And when there's what they call V-letter, and they put it in some kind of machine. They make it really small. You can hardly see it. So that way they send it, and when they get to the United States, they make it bigger, photograph again.
Oh.
That's how the letter will work. You write letter and make it really small.
Were you raised traditionally or Christian? Or?
Well, I was going to school in Granada Mission School. That's where I went to school, the mission school.
Yeah.
That's where I learned all about the church. Mm-hmm. Oh, you go to church every Sunday up there on the base. Yeah.
When you were out on the different islands, did they have any?
Yeah, we had church. Mm-hmm. After Guadalcanal, the Guadalcanal was just about over when I got up there. Stayed about a month on Guadalcanal. And then we got the relief. So the whole division moved back. They went to different places, I guess. Then most of the 1st Marine Division went to Melbourne, Australia. That's where we were for about 6 to 8 months in Australia. Then we went back again, 43. We stayed on the island for about another month. We went back into action again. This is when I got hit. We landed on the 26th of December, 43. I stayed 6 days. I got hit. Mm-hmm. Don't know nothing about it. I just saw that completely.
When you were out in the field, was there someone always? Did you have like a bodyguard or a guardian angel?
Oh, there's a lot of them. All of these fighting there. Yeah, there's some guard. Yeah, these on the front line. Some of them on the front line, some back there.
Where were you at?
Back and forth, front line. Sometimes you have to scout. You have to scout. You have to do what you told.
When you had to scout, what would you do?
Scout for the front, for how the enemy, where like that, where you going, how far the enemy is. Yeah, come back.
How do you feel about being a veteran?
Well, I don't know a lot. It's really complicated to think about it. Some people you think it's done good, maybe sometimes, so never to volunteer or something like that. But I never thought it. All I want is a volunteer. I never thought I was going to get killed or get hurt. Nothing. Never thought that. When I was at work, I was never afraid of getting hit or nothing. until I got hit. That's it. And the saw I back. Good thing I did because I wasn't really educated, see. Good thing I did. If I didn't go, I don't know how I'm going to support my family. Good thing I did. I went and I got hit. I get paid from there. I raised my family with that, like that, see. That's not good suck I had after I got back. Yeah.
If you would have never went and fought in World War II, how would your life be different now?
I don't know. That's what comes to me, but I don't know, see. I don't know how I want me living. Maybe I'd complete my school. I don't know. It's hard to think about it. See, that we are in now, see. I'm in bad shape. If I didn't go, but yeah, when you traffic, see, you still have to go.
What did you do the first thing when you got home, when you got out of the hospitals, got back to the reservation?
I couldn't do nothing, just stay around, that's all.
Did you go back to where you lived with your parents, or?
Yeah, I came back first time I came back, I was on my 30 days leave from Corpus Christi, Texas. Then I went back about another year, then got discharged from there. After that, I couldn't do nothing. I can't work. My leg just all through the school, back in the hospital, back and forth, check out. Then the operation on my leg getting on then at that time. It's bad.
What was your mom's reaction the first time that she had seen you?
Glad, that's all.
Where did you first see her at?
Fort Defiance at the work. Like they were living at Fort Defiance that time, so when I got back. She was working in the hospital.
Did you go see her at the hospital?
My sister was working up there too. No, she was going to school in high school, Kansas. Going to college. Tried to work a little bit as a carpenter.
Carpenter?
Yeah, tried to go back to school. My head don't work good. I tried going back to school, Winslow. And I just did vocational training in Winslow for a year, 9 months, 8 months, something like that. It's carpenter and some welding and tool making. Yeah. After that, I just got well. I just done the carpenter work most of the time. So, and it came to tool shop. I did start my own business, little construction after I got retired. Well, I was working as a carpenter building houses for Navajo tribe. Then I was working for other Paso Construction on the pipeline, building home. We worked on east of Gallup and St. Michael, Donala area, way down there, Navajo Station, then Loop.
How do you feel about being a code talker?
Yeah, it's good. Good, yeah, but a lot of people, and now I don't like code talkers. You don't get no help, nothing. They do this for you, being here, poke around over there. They had a meeting sometime, convention, and they put all the poke ground out there, like this. I told them, where's the poke ground? There's no book around here. All it is this book around there is just for nothing. All you got just get paid, so we don't get paid. Yeah. You never try to do this one for you. Nope. Build you a house? Nope. I don't know what I would be if I didn't go, if I didn't get shot either. See all these mostly coat tuckers, they just came back in good shape. They doing good. Some of the councilman, all that. School, teaching school, and some of they went back to school to learn good things. They went back to college. Me, I don't know. Couldn't make it because my head got shot, got hit. So that's it. I hate to talk about war. It makes me sick.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What makes you sick?
Talking about war and nobody likes it. People don't like about it. A lot of people don't like about talking about you've been in the service, all that. It's the way I am. Some people, they're proud of it. They say, well, I did this one, I did this one. Sure they did, because they didn't get shot. Yeah. Came back in good condition. They went back to school and all that. They had their nice thing. They learned something. Became something. Teacher and others. Not my way. I can't do nothing. Tried to go back to school twice, but it didn't work.
So the war really affected
Mm-hmm.
your life from that point on.
Yeah. So my mind is, I don't know. Guess that's it. No, so.
Dr. Page and his group are over on this side. If you want to have your field check, go over there. All veterans, family members, get your feet checked. Your other feet, they're leading.
We'll have a moment of silence.